Okay. 3, 2, 1, and we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela with another edition of Notes on the News Feed, where I share with you headlines from my news feed and thoughts, ideas, perspectives, and all of that kind of stuff about the headlines, the article, if I've read it or skimmed it, the subject matter at large. But it's not news. It's just my notes on the news or our notes on the news. Welcome on live. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm Angela again, and the channel is Be Fabulous You. My Wi-Fi was out off at the house. They say it was an area outage, so I'm here at the theater. It's kind of a lot going on, but we just gonna get it in. So let us see what the principle is today. Habarigani. What's new and good with you? Drop it in the comments, drop it on the live line. Let's set the tone for the news today. What little we gonna get to in this short period of time. What's new and good with me? This is the third pair of novelty, and I kept them. The other ones I broken every single night, but these I kept. I thought I would buy one pair and it would last me for all 6 shows, but it's my third pair. So we keeping our finger. Hey, I'm trying to move to another spot where we were before we had pretty good connection. So hold on. Lord have mercy. It is one of those days. Ooh. Woo! Whip it, girl. Whip it. Okay. All right. Dang, I think here it was kind of like some weird light thing going on, but we'll keep it moving. Okay, so we're back to principle number 1, which was Umoja. 1 for Umoja, unity, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. So how are you striving for and maintaining unity in yourself? How are you integrating yourself, your family, your community, your nation, and the race? So that's our theme for today. Let's see what other things. I'm gonna go right to the news feed and see if I can I wonder if I could turn this car off. It's so humid and hot. Oops. Okay. So I'm gonna pull off the news feed. So that's our theme for today. Let me see if there's anything exciting that I missed. I couldn't even read my news feed today because I didn't have good solid internet at the house. So filmmaker Carlos Carvalho dies in accident while shooting in South Africa. I wonder if he was shooting an animal or if he was shooting a film, because you see they have an image of him. I don't know if you can see that. Is that a lion, a tiger? They got an image of him. So was he trying to shoot an animal? I don't know. While shooting a game lodge in South Africa, a giraffe attacked him while he was getting a shot of the animal. See, that's interesting because that language is like a shot, but is he like shooting the animal or taking a photograph of the animal while shooting a close-up? So it was a photograph reading this week in Deadline Video. Avengers, New Jersey school superintendent busted for daily poops. We talked about that. Chicago violence rises with the heat. On Do the Right Thing, they start off the film talking about how hot it is and how hot it is, like the implication being that heat has something to do with, drama and mess and confusion and, people just being like, I forget it. I'm not going to take it anymore. I rebel. I revolt. Do you think it has something to do with it? Are you more irritable when you're hot? Are you less likely to just accept bullshit when you're hot? Okay. Greece arrests doctors and nurses over. Oh, this is where I was earlier today. Okay. Mount Kilauea, earthquakes follow Hawaii eruptions. Trump. Okay, let's not talk about him. Now I'm looking, usually I've already gone through my news feed, but I'm just looking to see if there's anything. I hate having it half done and not. Um, okay. Domestic violence. My dog defends me from my abuser. Now, I'm not saying that anybody should do this, but if a dog was attacking me and I was a human, I'd probably attack them, especially if I'm the kind of a human to attack humans. I don't see why that human don't attack the dog. Because usually people who attack, humans are not like, respecters of life or anything. Um, I'm not recommending that he do that. It's just kind of a surprising headline to me. The winged women breaking free from African stereotypes more. Now, this is an interesting image. I don't know if you can see it real good. Yeah, that's an interesting image. Malaysia's youth have power they won't use. I wonder what that power is and why they won't use it. Why Kenya hopes blockchain can end land grabbing. A wedding bomb, a letter, and an unlikely suspect. We talked about that, right? That we thought that the last we heard that the bomb was set by someone who, the mother of the person who got married, got the promotion instead of the person who sent the bomb. That's the last story I heard, but I haven't like looked at the article to see if there's some new development with it. Um, okay. Kardashian curse, school shooter, suspects brother, of course, Snapchat, dear Miss DJ Khaled, Mrs. Ooh, dang. Dear Mrs. DJ Khalid, your husband needs to stop running his mouth and use it to please you. Oh my gosh. How police are using corpses to unlock phones. I think we talked about that earlier. They were like using, if they're like got a fingerprint lock on them, they were using dead people's fingers, which I don't think is legal. K. Michelle weighs in on Kanye West controversy. To throw away the whole black man is something I can't support. Now, that's how I am too. I feel like people are complicated. There's kind of like a lot going on. So some of the stuff with people you love, you gonna agree with. Some of the stuff with people you love, you not gonna agree with. Some of the stuff with people you hate, you may agree with. Some of the stuff with people you hate, you ain't gonna agree with. Not to say that you hate, but I'm just saying, I think it's like getting, you're not gonna agree 100% with anybody except for yourself. That's how I feel. I agree 100% with me. But then sometimes if I look at my stuff, I'll be like, I don't agree with that, Angela. So I don't even agree 100% with myself. So how I'm gonna agree 100% with anybody else? Yeah. Okay. So I could, but it's like, I guess it's sort of like you balance things out in terms of who you deal with and how you deal with people. So I feel like if the overall net, like the overall effect, the net effect should be positive. So however close we can be where the effect is positive, that's how close we can be. If once the balance tips to negative, I don't, so Kanye, I have very little mental energy for him because it's like negative when I think about him. So he's not, but I don't hate him. Um, Black man arrested at Starbucks offered chance to complete college education, reach settlement for an undisclosed amount. This says man singular, so I guess it's not the young men. So I don't know who this man is and what the deal is. So is there like another issue going on at Starbucks that I missed? He has treated women horrifically in every way possible. Author Junot Diaz, or Junot Diaz, accused of sexual misconduct and misogyny. And when I was reading earlier, he was like, yeah, I take responsibility for what I did. I think that's the type of statement he made. Like, nice for what? Rihanna saying Drake made her uncomfortable sparks debate about courtship and rejection. Yeah, now I think that's an interesting conversation, just kind of where people's comfort levels are, and just because somebody makes you uncomfortable, like I feel like part of relating is there's like a lot of discomfort in relating, and part of good healthy relationships, there's things that are uncomfortable because you're being challenged and stimulated and you grow, and some of that stuff don't always feel good. You see parts of yourself you may or may not like, it may not feel good. Video catches white man's venomous racist rant against black women on train. You're a loud mouth monkey. Here's what happened when this college student slid into Michael B. Jordan's DMs. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming it's PG. Centonia Brown, teen convicted of killing her pimp, gets clemency hearing. Partygoers accuse Hollywood club of discrimination after promoter tells them not to bring hood black people. Can you bring black people that have green, what are these, novelty ears? Can you bring those kind of black people? Don't nobody want. Morehouse students leave with more questions than answers after Starbucks execs hold town hall meeting. 11 children's books about African-American heroes that every young reader should have. Okay. Jill Elaine Brown, first African-American woman to serve as pilot for major U.S. airline. Eve urges young brothers to drop Kanye West and listen to Kendrick Lamar, Nas, and J. Cole. DJ Khaled, oh, okay, I'm going to leave that alone. May the 4th be with you. 5 reasons why Donald Glover is the perfect person to play Lando in Star Wars. Mom of teen kicked in the head by Ohio officers says incidents like this is why kids hate cops. Now, I don't know any kids that hate cops, but maybe I haven't talked to any modern day kids about cops, because I feel like they start getting us in kindergarten. Like, you know, cops are your friends. The fire department is your friend, you know, like, yay. So I'm surprised to see that. That's coming off of Atlanta Black Star. IHOP fired black employee after they write racial slur on woman's receipt. Oh. Oh, she wrote it about a black person? Okay, so I think okay, so let's see what else is on the news feed. Okay. We still in here. We still got time. We gonna make it. 6:45. Really, I should be inside now because the house opens at 7. Dubai missing princess. Call for clarity on status of Sheikha Latifah. Where'd she go? Palais de Tokyo. Paris Gallery opens its doors to nudists. So I don't understand. You go to the art gallery and some people may be naked, and if you feel like going naked to the art gallery, that's a place you could go. I mean, how, or do they have a special event? Thursday night is nudist night. Naked Monday. Well, yeah, I don't know how they do that. You going to the art gallery nude? As Cosby and Polanski exit the Film Academy, memoirs of a past Oscar linger. So I think I read something about Polanski a while ago. It seems like he was convicted maybe in the 70s of basically rape with an underage person, and so that's when he left, and he's more or less been in the Academy ever since. He's even been nominated for an Academy Award, I believe, or an Oscar or whatever, has been given one, and he didn't come into town because he didn't want to get arrested, is what I understand. And then when he got his award, he wasn't in the house, but the people were like, yay. So in between Polanski and Cosby, they also took Weinstein out of the Academy. So yeah. Do you feel like somebody's art is totally separate from their personal life? I think it kind of depends on the person, and it depends on their vibration for me. Some people, art does not overcome their personal life for me. And some people, I love their art so much I can't stop loving them even though their personal life stresses me out. Like Nina Simone, I tried to stop listening to her, but I just couldn't, because I just love Nina Simone so much, even though it was some stuff that I learned about her that I was like, ew. But R. Kelly, I don't had no problem not listening to his stuff. I don't even listen to his stuff anyway. So, I mean, but when you hear it on the radio or hear it, it's like, oh, it sounds good. But even at if I'm on the radio or wherever, if I hear something and it sounds, like, okay, yeah. And then some of the words start offending me, I'm like, I'm not dancing. I try not to move my body. I try to get no vibration. So, I guess it kind of depends. And that's like sort of like in your personal relationships too. There are some things, some people who, nobody's going to be perfect, but some people, their unique imperfections are cool with me. And some people's unique imperfections are not cool with me. And that's just chemistry. That's just taste. That's like, you might like this soup. I like that soup, but it's, it's going to be a mix. How Brad Stevens transformed from a college basketball assistant making $18,000 a year to one of the best coaches in the NBA. Now, when I first read this, I thought he was a college coach making $18,000 a year. Because remember, we've been talking about these college coaches and the NBA coaches, and I'm getting a little warm in here. Sorry. And what they pay. Like, I'm like, oh, so these college coaches are probably making big money because these college basketball programs are big money makers. So when I saw the 18,000, I'm like, oh, well, he wasn't making hardly no money. But then now I see it's an assistant. But anyway, I still continue to be curious about the comparison between college basketball coach pay and professional basketball coach pay. I don't know why. I'm just curious. It ain't gonna make no difference in my life. They do say that curiosity is a good trait to have. They say curiosity killed the cat. That's what people used to always tell me until I learned, that satisfaction brought the cat back. So once I learned that, they couldn't tell me that not to be curious anymore, because I'm like, I'm going to get the satisfaction. You going to get satisfaction? Okay. I tried Goga or goat yoga, and it was more fun than fitness. I just don't see myself participating in a yoga class with goats. I mean, I don't know. I can't even see how that just sounds really like dumb and gimmicky to me. But I don't know. I haven't had the experience. Maybe I'm missing something. A Kentucky Derby jockey reveals the intense diet and workout routine he follows to stay ready for races. Who knew that people in I guess these jockeys are like small and like tight bodied people, so I guess they gotta keep it small and tight. They can't be out here, jiggling around. So he got an intense diet and workout routine. Jeff Bezos says Amazon is not his most important work. It's his secretive rocket company that toils. I'm supposed to be in there now, girl. I didn't have no Wi-Fi, so I'm trying to get some work done. The house doesn't open until 7, so we got a minute. Okay. That's one of the volunteers who was in Sister Act. She's so cute. She's getting married. I don't know why I get so excited about people getting married. So he got a secretive project out in the desert or something. Japan bullfighting, women allowed into pure ring after ban lifted. Now, I was thinking about this whole idea of women as impure and this whole idea of women's cycles as impure. But there's also, in my experience, there are a lot of people who believe that women's cycles and women's divinity makes us above and beyond purity. So I think there are different ways of interpreting it. And also this article or the headline kind of made me think about language and how when someone is like, I'm impure, I'm like, I'm impure? What? Wait, hold on 1 second. Don't be telling me I'm impure. But maybe if you put it in the cultural context, the interpretation may be off. Maybe they just, I don't know. But it just got me thinking that sometimes, things can get lost in translation. So I don't, they done lift the ban so the women can go in the bull ring. Who want to go in the bull ring and be fighting bulls? I mean, I guess it's something for everybody. So it's probably, I don't even know why the men do it, because it looks dangerous and it looks dumb. I think it's like an adrenaline rush, though. Like some of the things that I've done where your adrenaline gets pumping, it's like it is kind of dumb in a way, but then it's exciting too. I've never jumped out of an airplane. I don't know if I would, but I bet you if I did, I would after it, I'd be like, whoa, But I can't see myself jumping out of an airplane, but you never know. India girl 16 burnt alive after Jharkhand rape. Jharkhand rape. So she was raped. Her parents went to the community, the Council of Elders. I don't know what they call it, but the equivalent of the Council of Elders. And the Council of Elders told the people what had happened. And then the people took the child and burnt her to death. The people who they like, well, they accusing y'all two of raping the girl. So they went and they burned her to death while she was alive. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So rest in peace to that child and to her family and her community. And the article is talking about how like the rape culture is just not going anywhere in India. And I'm really confused. I don't know if it's worse in India than anywhere else in the world. I don't know what to make of it. Karl Marx statue from China adds to German angst. So they're talking about how, communism, communist countries want to honor Marx and that, but communism has repressed people. And I was kind of like, well, has capitalism repressed people? Because I feel like as a Black person, like capitalism, democracy, a lot of these things that people want to like be like, oh, they're so great and wonderful. I feel like they've been repressive to my people. And so I don't know if I'm inclined to be like, oh, is it the belief system that is repressive or the people? And some belief systems seem more repressive, more regressive than others. I mean, I'm just saying. So I don't know. The people feel a certain way, some of them, by having the statue honoring Karl Marx, because I guess he was the creator of the concept of communism. Kilauea. Earthquakes follow eruptions from Hawaii volcano. So I'm not sure if there was any loss of life, but peace to the people who are dealing with that. The Marine Corps is relying on 3D printing for new parts as it scrambles to prepare for winter warfare. Winter warfare? What is the warfare? What are we preparing for? What's going on? Do you know? I don't know. I don't know. Researchers have isolated what might be the single most important trait that makes kids successful in school. We were talking about it earlier. Do you know what it is? So-and-so killed the cat. Curiosity. I thought they were going to say parental involvement, because that's what all of my research has indicated, that parental involvement is the greatest indicator of the success of the child, whether the child is homeschooled or goes to public. If the parents are involved, the child is going to thrive. But curiosity, I believe that. So how are you fostering your own curiosity? Do you ask questions? Sometimes when I'm watching TV, I'll ask questions, and sometimes people get annoyed, like, just shut up and watch the show. I don't know. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to just sit here and passively receive whatever the TV is giving me. I'm going to engage and have questions and keep my mind active and alert and try to understand. I'm not just going to be like a passive television or movie consumer. No, I'm not going to do it. You can't make me. Greece arrests doctors and nurses over stolen cancer drugs. So I guess they were stealing drugs and selling them or something. That's what they arrested them over. That's it for my news feed. Yay! Let me see if I got a quick minute to get into some Al-Kibalan, some Ethiopia, some Africa stuff. What's our next country? Do you know? The last time we chatted about a country, look, I got 5 minutes. And really, I don't have 5 minutes because I got to walk to the door. But I don't think, yesterday we had 100 people out here outside waiting to buy tickets. I couldn't see from inside how many people were waiting to buy tickets, but there was a steady line. But I don't think that at 7, the people are going to just burst through the door. Although I got to take this coat upstairs to one of the dressing rooms. When the routine get upset, it just be like disturbing, you know? I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my routines. Okay, Central African Republic is our next country. It's probably going to be quick, short, whatever we can kind of get out real quick. Think about what you're looking forward to. Think about, and if you have a business that you want to promote, drop it in the comments. If you have gone to any wonderful Black businesses that you want to share about and promote and big up, go on and big up them. If you're looking forward to something exciting, share. It's one of the Central Africa, according to this, is one of the poorest countries in the world and among the 10 poorest countries in Africa. divided into 14 administrative prefectures, along with 2 economic prefectures. It's a source transit destination country for men, women, and children trafficked for the purpose of forced labor and sexual exploitation. Oh, it seems like we were just talking about. Okay. A vibrant civil society with numerous professional, labor, and local development associations actively carrying out campaigns and gaining greater local and international credibility. Remains flawed, classified as one of the world's least developed countries. I wonder, developed in terms of what? Because some people might say that this country is very underdeveloped spiritually, you know? That's what I noticed when I went to India. It seemed like there was a whole like consciousness and investment and devotion to spiritual growth and development. And it seems like here, for the most part, the culture, the devotion, is like a devotion to material development. You know, like there's this idea that like from this age to this age, you're a householder. And then from this age to this age, you work on your spirituality. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. I'm still technically a householder. I don't have the luxury to just meditate all day and all night and go out and be of service. And, okay. It's in fact the geographic center of Africa. Wow. It's the geographic center of Africa. That's an interesting fact to me. Bordered by Cameroon on the west, Chad to the north, Sudan to the east, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Republic of Congo to the south. Very high amount of HIV infections. They say in big capital letters, do not have unprotected sex. This might be a resource for people who are planning to visit, but just in general, minimize your, be smart. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Ivy is letting me know. Okay. So that's what I got for today. How y'all doing? Who's on the line? Anybody have anything exciting going on? I got my water in my lunch bag with me. I was going to show you my shirt. Oh, shoot. It says Park Players, and it's got like little Shrek ears and stuff on it. Okay, so that's what I got. Today is the best day ever. You are the greatest. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous, you. I don't even know how to get out of this live. I can't tell. It's doing something weird. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay.